Hello all, this is Liji, and today I will show an end-to-end web application developed using Python. I have used Flask for communicating between client and server, and for the data of my website, I have scrapped another web page and got the information. So if you are not familiar with web scraping, please do watch my video on web scraping demystified where I have covered in details. So in this video, I have covered in details how to scrap a web page, how each element can be obtained and all those things. So do watch this video if you are not familiar with web scraping. Okay. Now coming to the application here, we can search for the book that we require. Okay, you can give the name of the book that you want to search for, and you can click on the search button. So once you click on the search button, you will be getting the details of the name of the book, the author of the book, the description, a detailed description of the book, what the book is all about. And if you want to have some more details on the book, then we can see that also. And finally, if you want to buy the book, just buy the book, go to, then it will take you to the Amazon web page also, where you can go about and buy the book. Okay, so this is more details on the book, and this is the Amazon web page where you can go and buy the book. Okay, now going back to the search page. Now if you're familiar not if you don't know which book I have, which book is there in the website, you can just simply go and search the books. It will display all the books. Okay, it will display almost 50 books. Okay, so these 50 books are referring to the 50 books that was there on that web page there where I have scrapped on the first page of the web page, that I have scrapped. I didn't go about by scrapping all the information because it will be very difficult to load all the information and show it, right? It will take much time. Okay, so I just scrapped only the initial 50 books from that web page, and I'm showing it over here. Once you go and see about the scrapping video, you'll be clear. Like if you know to scrap one page, it will be very easy to scrap the other pages also. It is just a loop that you have to run by selecting the right element. Okay, so scrapping part is not a big deal over there. So here it will be displaying all the 50 books over here, and their books are displayed over here, and we have the name, we have the author, and a short description of the book, that is one liner about the book. Then again you have the links to more on book and buy the book. Okay, and now if you feel like, no, I don't want to just display it on the web page, I want to download it, the entire details to a CSV. There is a provision given over here to download to CSV. So just click on it and it is returned to the CSV file. Okay, so let me just take it. I'm just opening the CSV file where the information is written. Yes, this is the CSV file where the information about the book is written. So there is a name of the book, author of the book, the link to the book, then the description of the book. Yeah, then if I just say description and everything. Okay, it is written to the it is written to the CSV file. You just click on it and you will be getting the description also. So entire thing is written to a CSV file. So instead of writing to CSV file, if you feel like, no, I don't want it to be written into a CSV like your file, you can just go and write it to a database, or you can load it into a data frame. It is very easy. Once you have the data, then it is up to you how you want to utilize it or how you want to store it. Okay, and don't go by the way the website is designed. I didn't give much time in designing the web page. Okay, I just thought like I just need to show the functionality to you, so that's why I didn't put much effort in designing or beautifying the web page. It is just the functionality that I was interested in. Okay, now I'll just go and show you the code. So if you come to the code part over here, so these are the files. I'll just close all these things and I'll show it one by one. So as explained earlier, if you have something, okay, some static things that you want to put, then we'll be having the static folder and all the CSS elements, okay, that is required for the web page, that will be kept in this static folder. Then we have the templates folder where I'll be having all the HTML files. So all the HTML files which I have used for creating this website, I have kept it over here. Then I am having the app.py where I am having my code. So I'll just explain the code, and I am using PyCharm for this PyCharm as ideally because I find this comfortable. You can go about and use any of the app IDE that you are comfortable with. Okay, so here I am first importing request, then from Flask, I am importing Flask, render template and request. Then I am importing beautiful soup and then CSV for writing it as a CSV. Okay. First I am creating the Flask object. Then I am having a variable which is a blank list, empty list I am creating over here. So first, when I am doing the routing, when first the home page, okay, in the home page, what I am doing is I am going to the URL from where I am scrapping it, and I am scrapping the entire details. Okay, so till here it is all about how I am scrapping the details. Okay. Okay, and as I told earlier, if you are not familiar with the scrapping, just go and watch my video on web scraping demystified. This part will be very much clear. I'm not going to explain it in this video. Okay, so first, initially itself, when I am loading my home page, I am scrapping all the information and I am keeping it as a list of dictionaries with me. Okay, instead of that, if you feel like you should be keeping it in a database, if you are scrapping the entire details of all the pages, and if you feel then the data will be huge, right? In that case, you can just add it into the database, and you can go on querying the database. Okay, this is it is how you want to implement it. Since I just grabbed the initial 50 books, I'm just keeping in the dictionary. Okay, now, once all the details are scrapped, what I'm doing is I'm using render template, and I'm loading my first page, loading my index page. Okay, so that is a page which came with that the text boards and the search button. Okay, so initially itself I'm scrapping everything and keeping. I'm loading my home page. Which okay, so from here, the request is going to the home page. So let me just open that index.html. So this is my home page where I am having the test boards and the search button. So once the user types something and clicks on the search button, it is yeah, it is sending it is sending a request. See, request with this URL. Okay, with this URL, it is sending a request, and it will be using the HTTP method post. So since the URL is /search, it will go back to the code. Okay, and it will go back to the function which is attached with that URL, that is /search. Okay, so here what it is doing, it is getting the details that the user has entered. Okay, and it is getting the details that the user has entered. Then it is getting all the book names that we have scrapped, okay, from the dictionary. Then it is just checking whether the book name that user has entered is present in that list. Okay, if it is present, okay, it is getting the details, and it is calling another HTML page, that is book output.html, and it is passing this book details as a parameter to it. Okay, so this book output.html will be called. And suppose if the search book, the book that user has not entered, or the book that the user has entered is not present, then it will go to this else, okay, else statement, where we'll be loading the results.html with the complete book details. Okay, that is what is given over here. First, let us see this book output.html. So this is book output.html. Okay, so where I am getting, see, if you see, I am getting each of the details of the book, individual details of the book from the dictionary, and I am displaying it. See, individual details are we are getting, and we are displaying it on the web page. That's it. Okay, and when we are clicking on back to search, it is just taking back to the initial home page. This is the action that we have given over there. So it is taking back to the initial home page. And the initial home page also, you should note that here we are checking if the all books list is empty. If the list is empty, then only we will be doing the scrapping. Okay, so whenever, if you are going back to the home page again, whenever we are going back to the home page again, then it won't be doing the scrapping, because we are doing this search, this checking initially itself. The scrapping is happening only once over there. So that's how, so it will display the book output.html for a single book. And in the results.html, if you see over here, it is displaying, see, it is using a for loop. It is using a for loop, and it is displaying all the details. Okay, all the details of all the books like this. Okay, so notice that here, since we have to embed a Python code over here, we are using like this. Okay, curly braces and the percentage for these details, how these things, how we can embed a Python books and things like that. You can go back and check my flash tutorials, where all these things are explained in properly, how the request can be sent from one page to another, how they respond, how we can respond, get the response from a page. All these things we have explained in my flash tutorial also. Okay, and now if you come in to this page, and if you are doing clicking on the download to CSV, you can see it is attached to this URL slash download. Okay, so again, the request will go back to the server. Okay, go back to the server, and it will map it to this function, because here we have given slash download. It will map it to this function where I am creating the book.csv over here, and then I am writing the details using a for loop. And that is how I am writing the details using a for loop into this CSV. Okay, so that is how this entire web application is created. So mainly we are sending requests to and from the pages using the Flask, and we are displaying the details. Okay, so if you have any doubts regarding what I have explained, you can put those in comments. I'll definitely be getting back to you. And if at all, if you don't have any doubts also, please put your feedback regarding my tutorials on the comment page, which will serve as a motivation uh, to me. And if you want me to cover something else, some other topic also, please do put it in the comment box, which I'll try to accommodate. That's for today. And tomorrow, tomorrow or next tutorial video, I'll be back with how we can deploy this application on Heroku. Okay, that's it. Thank you all. Bye.